In that early part of working at the IC, where it's so nice to see so many familiar faces in this room and see just how many different communities we've been able to connect with and have interaction with, I felt very naive as a young person. And at the onset of these remarks, I want to, as sincerely as I can, thank people like my sister Debbie Al-Muntasser, Sister Rabina Niaz, Dr. Sarah Saeed, elders in our community, Imam Talib, so many more. And when I was trying to figure out how to make these things work, it wasn't only just direct advice and counsel, but being able to just look at their example of things that they went through each and every day. Deliberate marginalization, entire smear campaigns. I remember in my 20s just seeing how the news sought to rail into our sister Debbie Al-Muntasser. When I see her standing on this stage, endeavoring and still aspiring to build, I pray that Allah gives me a strength like that. I want you to think about that in terms of the collective, that when we come together in moments like this, I deeply appreciate that there's somebody who thinks that the work that we're doing is noteworthy. And when you sit in a room that has individuals as magnificent as all of you to be able to address you, it's truly a blessing. And I want to think about this in the prism of something that I actually learned from Layla and Bari. One night to an iftar dinner, when we were still in the basement of a church, we had red carpets there, some of you might remember it. And I introduced them as founding members of our Islamic Center, and people started to gather around them. And a young woman came up to me, she was late to iftar that night, and she said, "Who are these people? Why is everybody talking to them?" And I said, "This is Layla Askari and Bari Khan, they're two of the founding members of our Islamic Center." And this young woman, her name was Sumra. And then when we had our building go up, I invited the two of them to take a tour of it, and there were some students that were sitting outside of the elevator in a lounge on the 4th floor of our facility. And I introduced them again, and the students were very gracious and thanked them, and then we walked around for a bit and had a conversation. And when we came back to exit the building, those same students had now bought some candy and flowers to express gratitude. And Bari said something to them that I reflect on quite often. They both expressed thankfulness for the tokens of appreciation, but Bari said, "I need you to think about what it is that you're going to do while you're here, so that when someone 30 years from now sees you visiting, they're going to thank you for what you left behind." Our religious tradition has a deep belief that this world exists in proportion to a world beyond this world. And for me, being able to benefit directly and indirectly from so many of you in this room, all I'm trying to do is build as much as I can before I leave this place. I'm so grateful for so many amazing examples to look up to. And I can honestly say, without your direction, without your advice, your insight, that our center wouldn't be where it is at this time. And so I would ask you to make special dua for our community, and just think about how marvelous it is where we are right now. The collective history in this room has recognition of experience that is so difficult. The realities of slavery, colonization, imperialism. Day in and day out, we still feel the impact of hate, bigotry, racism. My great-great-great-grandfather, coming from an occupied land of Kashmir, likely could never have imagined, the same way as your grandfathers could never have imagined, that there would one day be Muslims sitting in the middle of Manhattan talking about how they are going to, inshallah ta'ala, build a community center that our community is in need of. That's miraculous. And so as my brother Fayaz said, and I know you listen with an open heart, there's so much more that we have to get done. And I'm looking forward, inshallah ta'ala, that this group here, we all in this room, are granted more success on every tomorrow that we are in this world, as we continue to do the things that others say cannot be done. But if we can ever be helpful to any of you in what it is that you have going on at our center, please let us know. Again, thank you for the honor. Assalamu alaikum.
And now, please welcome